Hello awesome YouTubers, this is my 5th car review I think. We'll start off with the street. There's not very nice stickers, is there? Well, this is the Golf GTI. I prefer the new Polo to the Golf. I'd have rather had them have the Polo, because the Polo, if you did dirt version, could become the rally car, the WRC Polo, which is obviously so much better looking than the normal version. Right, well, let's go on with it. This car, it obviously has hatchback, so it's meant to rival the Mini and the Fiat 500 at Bath. But it's quite bland. The interior seems a bit more basic than the other cars, and I don't know, might not be just because it hasn't been upgraded as much, but it seems very, oh crikey, no, it has been upgraded a fair whack there, 717, but it's just, it just isn't as fun to drive as the Fiat 500. It doesn't brake as well, it feels slow when you're accelerating, and what else about it, it's just not as good a car. The brakes just aren't as good. And if you want a car for more straight line speed or a car for more acceleration, I'd probably advise you not picking this car. And it feels heavy as well around the corners. But it can corner at the moment. It hasn't got a brilliant top speed, so if you wanted to do a top speed mission, I wouldn't advise doing it. It's alright at the corners, but that's probably because it can probably only do about 150 miles an hour. For the nimbly, understeers like heck at speed, so maybe it's not so good at the fast corners. It's, as well, let me think, it's, what's this? Silver Hills Forest or whatever. But it's just not enjoyable as this car. I don't enjoy this car in this game. Might be different, probably is different in real life. And the thing that annoys me about the crew is you're forced to have a spoiler whenever you upgrade something. Like the Miura, which I'll do a review of soon. Don't know if it'll be this episode, but you have to have a spoiler on it, and it just looks better without it. It's like, honestly crew, you don't spoiler everything. You know, I'll go down that way, that looked nice. What? Did I just see a really buggy? Okay, why? But yeah, it's really disappointing is this car. I was expecting more from it, because the Mini was extremely similar to the Fiat 500 at Bath. It was nimble, it wasn't as nimble, but it felt quicker than the Fiat 500, which is probably where this came. But this just feels like an even worse version for the street car. I mean, it just feels sluggish to say it's got 700 or whatever performance rate. And I mean, look how it's just sluggish. I really hope this car's better in real life, because this is one of the worst cars I have driven in the crew. It's just not fun. Maybe it'll get better if I upgrade it, but yeah. But I also have, while changing car, I also would want better body parts, because some of the body things are just crap. Customization isn't as good as what it said it was. Well, I don't know if you want me to review, I'll review my first car as well. I haven't got all of them, I've got a few on these. Obviously you've seen the raid of this. This is one of my weaker ones. It is very slow and heavy. It isn't as powerful, because yeah, it's only got 399 whatever thing, because I haven't touched it since the main campaign. But it isn't what I expected it to be, this one. I don't like this car, I just don't. It's not fun to drive, is this street car. It's very basic. If you're thinking of getting the game, this is one of the first, well, an option of one of the first cars you get to pick. Don't pick it. Pick something like the 350Z or 375Z instead, or another one. Don't pick this. It's just not as good. Again, it feels like the Golf, it's heavy and it's just boring. It's a boring car to drive, absolutely boring. It just feels like an everyday car. But if I show you the dirt version, I know, what the heck, this is a pre-thing, this is what you get to pick. It's not the best, is it? Let's go to somewhere we can really test the dirt out. Scoop around here. There's a lot of dirt tracks around here. It's just not pleasurable at all, really. I'll compare this in this episode. I'll compare it to the Ford Focus, which you've seen. Oh well, you've seen in other episodes. The reason I'm not doing a review on that is because you have seen it. I might briefly show it now, I don't know, but this one again, it's just so heavy. It's the Camaro, and it's not that fun, though. This seems to be more all-terrain than the raid version of this, which you saw in an earlier episode. It seems more all-terrain, which is a bit this feels more like a raid car than a dirt car, because it's it can go quite well all-terrain, and it drives like a dirt car. It's a bit slow and sluggish, though obviously maybe if you upgrade on the power it's a bit better, and it's ugly. It really is ugly. If I now compare it to my other dirt car, handbrake didn't work whatsoever there. This is by far my favourite dirt car. I mean, I can't... Cheers, right, got me right around. I can't fully judge on the Ford Focus because I haven't tried the Street of Performance yet. I am going to do reviews on all separate types of the cars, so some cars you will see 5 times because there is 5 different specs for it. But for this one, the dirt, it feels like the rally car, to be honest. It's quick, it feels solid, fluid, very loose. It's a lot lighter than the other one. This isn't that brilliant off-road. The Camaro dirt's definitely a lot better off-road, but this is a lot quicker. It's better looking by far, and you have a weird like Pikes Peak splitter at the front there, but it's definitely a lot better is this car. It's quick, you can drift very easily on the dirt and the sand in this car, though I wouldn't advise doing it because sometimes it is very easy. It's quite skilled to drift in this car sometimes you can nail it, and other times you're just like, yeah, I really did fail with that. But it's so fun, and if I take you to a certain place, it's one of these round here. It's knowing where it is now, because I haven't been there since the campaign. Might be this, I don't know. It probably isn't, but yeah, maybe so. It's not that quick off the line. It's definitely a lot better on dirt than it is on the road, pretty much. But I tell you what, I'm just tired, you know. It's crazy work and everything, but yeah, it's a lot better is this car. It feels better on the dirt than track, really. You know what, it's just a very awkward thing, but this car is definitely the best one out of the lot. Well, I haven't judged on all the dirt. The Skyliner dirt's really good, but I personally think dirt should not look like semi-raids. They need to look more like rally cars, and this one kind of is, but it's alright. But it's probably one of the better sounding ones as well, which is why it's one of my favourite dirt cars. At the moment it's my favourite, to be honest. I haven't properly tried any of the others yet, which you'll see later on in the reviews, because you will actually only get reviews. Some cars will only actually get 1 review because there's only 1 type of the car in there, while some will get 5 because there's 5 actually in there. But it's a bit, you know what I mean, it's a bit unfair, it's a bit biased. I know you'd be like the LaFerrari will only start once, whilst things like your starter cars will start 5 times, because there isn't that option, which I know it's a shame, but kind of has to be. But let's keep on moving. You know, I can't be arsed doing that. Let's abort that. Oh, cracker. I don't know why I thought it was going to a loading screen. Then I'm really not doing well this episode, but you know what, let's pick a circuit car this time. Hopefully the episode won't end on us, but pick a circuit. Right there, Golden Hills. Quick. Oh, phone's going. Right, quick. What do I do? Which one to do? Let's start with a smaller van. Well, you know what, we'll start with the Saleen. We'll start with the Saleen, you know what. This one has got a perf version as well. You'll have seen this in my lap of Laguna Seca. Not Laguna Seca. Seca, oh my word. Long Beach, but this I think is a genuine race car, this one. I don't know. It's very good with straight line speeds. You probably heard me partially review it in the lap of Long Beach. It's very good in straight line speeds and fast corners, but then medium corners it does love to understeer like crazy. It's not like the C-Class touring cars. You see there, I had to kind of lift off the accelerator and slightly put your foot down on the brake because it's just not good. But when you look around corners like these, it grips like crazy. It doesn't want to turn in or turn out, which is really good for your fast corners. So I think this car was more designed for your Le Mans like places rather than obviously your twist and turns. But I would advise this car. It's a fun car to drive. It's definitely a fun cruising car, and it's good looking and it sounds good. But it's the crew, it's a bit like Gran Turismo. They all sound, there's about the same 5 engine sounds, but this it isn't the best circuit car on there. It's not the one where you can feel like you're bombing it round, but for more of a Le Mans style endurance car, because it does remind me of the McLaren F1 GTR, which was obviously a Le Mans car, and it is more that type. So if you're more for straight line speed and Le Mans car, this is the car for you. Obviously circuit cars aren't very good at off-road, but that's my 5th review episode. Thank you all for watching. I will do every type of car that I can. Each car will start at least once. I will pick my favourite spec for that car and do it. If the race cars are genuine cars, I will do them as well. But like, there's so many different ones for the different cars. But when I review that car, I'll try review all of it. But thank you all for watching. Please give a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you around in my next video.